Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends beyond the binary, hello and welcome. My name is Kristen, September. I don't usually say Kristen, normally I say Kristi. I don't know why we're formal today. It's because I'm nervous, honestly. If I'm thinking about it, I'm a little on edge about this one. um, because let's get into it, I guess. I was gonna I was gonna do a one-off, like I normally do between longer play experiences, and I was trying to figure out what to play, and this was on a Wednesday, and I got a bloop on my phone, and I looked at my phone, and my phone said Inscryption, a game on your wish list, is now available, and I was like, I sorted, I guess. Um, because I've been waiting to play this game for a while. It's the newest game by Daniel Mullins, who I think makes great games. Of course, I played Hex on stream some time ago, which is definitely one of my favorite games I've played on stream, and probably one of the better streams I've done in terms of just entertainment quality, because it was a thing. Katie is in chat and says, a bit of a horror guy, Danny Moo. Yeah, so the same. Well, Pony Island was mostly a puzzle game but it was cute in its sort of presentation, and it had sort of some darker elements overlaid on top of it. The Hex was mostly an adventure-y, mystery game with some darker elements, some yet darker elements than Pony Island had on top of it. Inscryption, to the best of my knowledge, is straight up a horror game. As a matter of fact, we have a command in chat, which is bang crypt, if I can spell that correctly. Well, that's not showing up well on the stream, but I'm about to read it anyway. So, Inscryption is a horror game about being kidnapped and forced to play a game with living cards that represent animals. On top of this, the game also contains jump scares, blood, first-person self-mutilation, footage of a simulated nervous breakdown, and I am told by doesthedogdie.com, death of a character by suicide. I don't know in what context that appears, but I wouldn't think that site would lie to me. So I know it's crowdsourced, but the people who tend to submit to that are pretty serious about it. So I'm taking it seriously. Please take care of yourselves. I'm going to be taking care of myself because I don't do horror very much. The Little Nightmares page missed most of the things. Oh no. We'll see how it works. Hi, Bad Road. I might have to nope out for the first-person self-mutilation. I will do some audio cues when it is starting and done. Actually, I think when it starts is going to be something that's signposted a little bit, and I will give an audio cue when it is done. I opened my mouth to say something, and it's gone now. Yeah, I can't think of what the fuck it was, so let's just jump into the thing. I'm going to go to this because it's really important that I go to this screen first. Katie says, I'd definitely call Pony Island pretty pure meta horror. The only thing I hated about it was the bit where it randomly decides to tell you who your avatar was in life. Yeah, I can understand that. It's like it was a choice they made. Or it was a choice he made. I think Daniel Mullins is, I don't know what the credits are like for this one, but the Pony Island certainly, and the Hex were made with minimal outside help. So I'm about to click the button that makes Inscryption go. And I want to say that because I want you to be aware of the context of what's about to happen. I started up the game a couple of days ago. I guess it was Sunday, so yesterday, just to make sure that it ran and that it would pop up on OBS where and when I wanted it to. And it did. So I clicked the button that says Inscryption, and it's loading. And that I could probably close that. And it's loading. Just give it just a second. It's getting there. You can't see the little spinny blue circle, but I can. It took a little bit to kick up last time, too. Yeah, so I turned on the game to make sure that it ran, and I was presented with this. It's just a play button. I made sure that it was being captured, and then I Alt F4'd and got out of it. So I don't know what's going to happen when I click this button. Oh, does the dog die also list that it has flashing lights sometimes? I don't know what's going to cause that, but I can presume that it's tied into like glitch effects. The trailers sort of have this interesting wraparound that I think this is going to tie into. So let's go ahead and push play then. Oh, right. This was published by Devolver.
Okay, time to figure out what's on this thing.
Okay. So that was fun. Let's press any button to start. Oh, I remember the thing I wanted to say. This is basically a much extended version of a game that Daniel made for the Ludum Dare a couple of years ago, I think, called Sacrifices Must Be Made. And I am led to understand that is a main mechanic of the game. Let's see how it goes. Oh, we can start a new game. We can continue. Huh. We can continue. We can go to the options. We can go to the credits, or we can quit. We can't start a new game. I'm gonna go into options real quick. How's the... Oh, thank God there's an option to turn the flicker effects and screen shake off. How is the audio balance? I messed around with ducking again, so presumably the audio will be going down when I speak. I'm being told this sounds good. We're just going to go into flicker effects and turn those off, and go into screen shake and turn those off. Okay, so we don't have to bother with those. Let's turn dialogue text speed down. That's good. If this audio sounds good, it is a little loud for me, so I'm going to turn it down in my hardware. It is full screen. I think we can keep the static effect on if it's not terrible. Presumably we can come in here and change that later. And here's the volume. Pause when window is not focused. Yes, I think that is good. Let us apply all these settings. We're just gonna turn up the brightness a little bit, because I can already tell that's a little dark on stream. That good? What do the credits look like? Ah, okay. Again, not a... I just wanted to have a look. I was kind of hoping I could... Yeah, I can just escape out of that. We'll have a closer look at that later, I presume. But we can't start a new game, so let's continue. Loading, presumably. Okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do some stuff that you can't see to make myself feel a little bit more comfortable. Specifically, I'm turning the light on. It actually kind of, the eyes slowly opening actually gave me a bit of a, not good at horror. Hoping that, streaming this is going to keep me more grounded, but I might have to nope out. And if I do, that would probably actually be a recommendation for this game. But I'm gonna try and get all the way through it. Let's go. Another challenger. Sure, it has been ages. Perhaps you have forgotten how this game is played. Allow me to remind you. We have cards. Play the squirrel card. Okay. Now, press S to go back to our hand, and W to go onto the thing. Good. Now play your stoats. Stoats cost 1 blood. Sacrifices must be made. Might want to move the bit bar. Hi, Mox. Yes, let us move the bit bar down. We can do that and then just shrink the... Nope, I said shrink. Wow, do you not know what shrink means, friend? Yes. I think this will do. An honorable death. Play the stoat. Wolves require 2 sacrifices. You don't have enough. Ring the bell to end your turn and commence combat. Your stoat stands unopposed. The number on the bottom left is its attack power, 1. Your stoat dealt me 1 damage. I added it to the scale. You win if you tip my side all the way down. Like this. My turn. Your stoat now stands in the way of my coyote. My coyote dealt 2 damage to your stoat. That means your stoat's health is 2 less. If a creature's health reaches 0, it dies. It's your turn again. You may draw from your deck, or you may draw a squirrel. Well, I don't know what I'm getting if I draw from my deck, but if I take a squirrel, I can play the squirrel. And then sacrifice the squirrel and the stoat that only has 1 health left to play a wolf? That seems good. Oh, I picked the wrong goddamn thing. Uh-oh. Whoops. How reckless of you. Because you are learning, I will pass. Noting something for future reference given gestures grandly, would you prefer if I didn't mention any horrifying details or observations? No, I would be fine with that. I think I did some self-care in my environment and I'm feeling much better. It's just the I just air kissed my wife. It was the fear of the unknown, the standing on the precipice that was gripping my heart. So now that we're in it, it is a game like many games I have played. I think I will be fine. Observe to your heart's content. You've drawn all the creatures from your deck. A squirrel is your only choice. This was a bad choice, this voice. This voice is going to murder my throat. I'm going to try doing something different. Go down to S. And now we can play wolf. The wolf demands 2 sacrifices. That's not much better. Hey, stop! Okay, fear not. The beast is sacrificed, but not removed from your deck. Its suffering was real, but you will see it again. Now I can play wolf. Good. Three damage dealt. 3 weights on the scale. Pass. So squirrels have no attack. They're basically just there to be food. I think I don't want to sacrifice a wolf for a river snapper. Doesn't sound right. You won this match. Oh yeah, I absolutely notice how the animals shiver and shake when you are selecting what to sacrifice. Fun fact, I don't know if they still do it because I haven't had an iDevice for a very long time, but back when I used to have an iPhone, or I guess it was an iPod Vision and Quiet or whatever the fuck it was, when you select apps to delete apps, they all shake. Like you hold down your finger on an app and all of the apps shake as you choose which one to delete. Thank you, iPod Touch. And it made me very hesitant to delete things and also very hesitant to download things. It's like, if I'm going to have this, I need to make sure I can keep it around. Because if I don't want it to be sad when I delete it. That might be purposeful. You've won this match. They won't all be so easy. Let me recall your story. Oh, yes. You were lost deep in the forest. A single path revealed itself. Two denizens of the forest approached you tentatively. The caustic adder, damage from its poison bite is always lethal. So it has death touch. Good. I can right-click it? I can right-click it. Touch of death. When a card bearing this sigil damages another creature, that creature perishes. Behold the rule book. Oh, it's over here. Bunch of different things in there. Anyway. The undying cat. Sacrificing the poor beast does not kill it. Only one may grace your paltry deck. Another creature joins your caravan. Oh, I wasn't quite aware that that was a choice I was making. Okay. Some of the creatures of the forest seemed willing to follow you. I think grounding a character inside the narrative also has its worth to commenting on a thing I was too busy for before. Do you mean grounding us in the world of the card game, or grounding the game in the universe of the game? Because there's like a secondary level of that that's interesting me. You found a squirrel in a bottle. Break in case of emergency. And have a second. Another useful implement. I'll allow you to tip the scales with it. 3 is as much as you can carry. I mean, having a character that is a character as opposed to a you. That makes sense. But all of the... like, all of the Daniel Mullins games have been, like, meta-narratives, right? Where you, the person playing the game, has a... the fact that it is you, the person playing the game, is important to the narrative. Whereas what Katie was saying, I think, was that the fact that you can go like deep into the Paint and Pony Island and become told your character's backstory removes that narrative element. Meta horror is a theme lately around here. This is probably a fight. You were ambushed while crossing through some rough terrain. You sacrificed me while I was sleeping. It was the right play. I get it, maybe. You'll help me? Take your turn. You may now see my moves ahead of time. Play along for now. Let's play Squirrel then. In one turn you will play Wolf Cub, which has... A card bearing this sigil will grow into a more powerful form after one turn on the board. Okay. So if I don't get rid of that immediately, it'll turn from a Wolf Cub into a wolf. Need I remind you, your items may help. I think I'm good. I can play the cat on top of the squirrel, right? And that's a good play because that's an infinite squirrel? Yeah. Oh, hey, that's how I get to River Snapper. Hey, I have a hand. I can't play the stoat. Actually, I can play the stoat. I just... Here we go. And I think that's... I could sacrifice both to play River Snapper real quick. Is that what I want to do? I also don't think this is a children's card game. I think this is a much not children's card game. Wow, seriously? Okay. An adult card game, a XXX card game. I don't think it's a XXX card game. Although, actually, I don't know what the rating system is that makes something XXX. I'd always presumed it was explicit, like, pornography, but hey, maybe something where you're given pliers as a helpful implement, could count as that. Also, hello, Cherry. Mind the ambitious wolf cub. It ages swiftly. I could play another... I could get a squirrel? Let's take the wolf. Maybe I should have played the squirrel. So can I... Not really. Oh, that's a really cute bat. On that card. I probably need to play something down there, huh? I'm just gonna crack this squirrel so I can double down and play the wolf. And I think this ends my turn. There was that game about torture that was going to get an AO rating. Ah, right. I had blissfully forgotten about that game. Yeah, so it's got flying. Ha! My bat flew right over you, wolf. But if I attack, the bat has to take that, right? Here's another wolf. I'm just gonna hold on to this and see what happens. Okay, yeah. So you don't trade, is the thing. You don't trade damage, it's attack versus attack. So, oh, no, that's what I wanted to do. That's not what I want to do. We play squirrel. Maybe the cat was the right call. And... you prevailed and trekked onwards past the now bloodied terrain. You get to choose a card. The meek sparrow, an inexpensive, if feeble flying creature. The young wolf cub, it grows into a wolf after a single turn. What are we gonna pick? I can't not pick the flyer. I don't know if you've ever seen me play Magic, except odds are high you've seen me play Magic. And I can't not pick the flyer, right? The blue-white skies deck is like my whole scene. Now we go to what appears to be a gravestone. There was another game like this, but I think it turned out to be anti-Semitic or something. Maybe don't throw it in the chat, but if you find what that was, let me know so that I can avoid it. You stumbled into some strange stones in the mist. You were compelled to choose a worthy sacrifice, one that would be lost forever. Oh. But I just got the sparrow. I guess we'll get rid of the cat. Zoo played it. I think that's why she stopped. Oh, right. I remember what it was. I don't remember what it was called, but it was, yeah, quite bad. You looked upon your menagerie and selected a healthy host. The stoat would very much like us to pick the stoat. What nani? A ghastly spectacle, but the soul of the cat now lives in the stoats. Yeah, was that one that Tiny Build, I think, published? Was that Hand of Fate? Oh, this is a lot like Hand of Fate. I was thinking of a different game. That sucks. Hand of Fate 2 specifically. Oh, that sucks. Hi, Andy. We're going to behold their totem. Behold my totem. It inscribes my canine cards with the airborne sigil. Oh, I don't want that. I don't want flying wolves. Or a coyote. Why would I want a flying coyote? That's bad. And a bat. I'm glad I kept the sparrow. We'll play a squirrel, I guess. And Merc the squirrel to play a sparrow. And hopefully get rid of the coyote on time. I think that's everything we can do. I like the way the card flaps. I like the way the flying card flaps. That's cute. You're an Airbud now. God damn it, Andrew. I shouldn't use your Christian name like that. I apologize. She was like, this is less fun, and then some really... Yeah, that was very bad. Hand of Fate, too. Let's ding the trolley. My totem has granted my coyote the power of flight. Oh, can flying not block flying? Uh-oh, I dislike that very greatly. We need to take care of this damage very quickly. Let's do this and play a squirrel. And then Merc both the squirrels for a wolf. He's completely lost. You see that, right? No care for the rules. Pathetic, really. Enough. Only keeps me around to watch me suffer. Oh, how's that gonna go? Yeah, I think we gotta put the sparrow down so that we can put the stow down. Back on the board. Okay, that's going reasonably. Gotta pull a squirrel. Gotta take the stoat and the squirrel so we can play the wolf, and now we go. Are we going to die in the first match after the tutorial? No, we got there. Some of the way that some of these mechanics are is weird to me. I'm like, coming from a Magic the Gathering background, I'm used to flying creatures intercepting each other. That's not what's happening. But if something's on the ground, it attacks. Flying things attack life directly. Ground things attack creatures, then life is the setup. I was thinking about it a different way, which is why it was really bad right there at the beginning. Technically, this is still a tutorial. Yeah. I'm glad to be 3 damage away from winning. Let's take a squirrel. I think we win as soon as I hit this bell. Okay. Impressive. You may yet survive this ordeal. Knock on wood. Okay. The ornery porcupine. Okay, good. I'm glad I gave you a southern accent now. Sharp quill. No one fucking says ornery if you're not from, like, the lowdown of the US, I think. The ornery porcupine. Sharp quills await those who dare attack it. So it probably has some sort of... Oh. Well, I meant to look at what it did. But, I've chosen it instead. That's probably fine. There wasn't probably anything interesting behind the other two cards, probably. There's a campfire. That sounds good. Versus another grave. We'd have to, like... We'd have to short something out. And I don't think there's anything I particularly want to short out. Let's see what the campfire is. Okay, you came across a small group of survivors. Faces shrunken from starvation. They huddled around a campfire. Oh, this is another sacrifice thing. They looked upon your group of creatures and beckoned. Come, warm one of your creatures by the fire, one said. The eye does spinny, only when they're speaking, which is a thing. Warm it by the fire, that will enhance its power, said another. You noticed one of the survivors wiping drool from their mouth. I also don't trust it. You know what I'm not super into is this river snapper. The fire warmed the poor river snapper, enhancing its power. One of the survivors reached towards it. Another gnashed their teeth. Without a word, you pulled the river snapper away from the fire and left. So... skull. Nothing bad ever happens in a skull space. There's a way out for both of us. It's somewhere in this foul cabin. Be silent or I will tear you to shreds. Squirrel, stowed wolf. I can't sacrifice the fur, right? I don't appear to. I don't appear to. Wow, that grizzly bear's fucking huge, eh? Can't say as I enjoy that. Let's throw the squirrel down there and the stoat over here. Oh no, we have to murk the squirrel to get the stoat, right? This spot? You sure? I mean, I kind of want to keep you alive as like a constant mana pool that keeps you away from the other things. If I send you out there and you just get murked, you just get murked. I don't know what to tell you. Another grizzly, you say? Throw a squirrel down. Pull out a wolf. So... I have another wolf in my hand, so I can pull this exact same stunt next time and get the grizzly off the board. And then I sort of don't know what I'm gonna do, but that's a problem for future me. Oh no, the stoat died also. that's far from ideal. Pliers. To the user, you will place a weight on the scales. Pain is temporary. We're gonna avoid using the pliers just now. Like, if I pull out the squirrel... No, I think I just lose here. What are the pliers for? So, Cherry, our winning and losing is based on this scale here. When we deal damage, stuff goes on their side of the scale. When we're dealt damage, stuff goes on our side of the scale. And once one or the other is down completely, someone wins. Using the pliers will allow us to create a weight to put on the scale. Is the thing. Are we just fucked here? I think we're just fucked here. I have to put up the Huh? Katie's telling me to use the pliers. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna click this button and it's gonna use the pliers. I'm told that this is not terribly graphic, but doesn't cut away either. So I'm gonna count to 3, then I'm gonna click this button, and then the scene's gonna play out however it plays out. And when it is done, I will say all clear. Okay, cool. And that's in 3, and 2, and 1, and... Okay, it is over. It wasn't hideously graphic, but it wasn't fun. A well-earned point of damage. I didn't think you'd really do it. Yeah, you can't sacrifice the trees. That just sort of makes sense. What is this thing on the... Oh, that probably means it can block. Yeah, that means it can block things in the air. That's good. Oh. I can... Sure doesn't like me doing that. I can hit escape to get to this screen. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just dead here. Yeah. You lost. Using this as a learning opportunity may be the only way to mitigate my disappointment. Hey, Riz. We just lost our first round in Inscryption. I don't know what's about to happen, but I can't imagine it's going to be deeply pleasant. Using this as a learning opportunity may be the only way to mitigate my disappointment. Get up. Get up from the table. Fetch me the candlestick from atop the barrel beside the door. Okay. Oh, can I do this? So I did go through the, I did look at some of the trailers, because I was really excited for this game. And one of the trailers is, Daniel Mullins, like, pretending to walk you through some of the ideas of the game, but during it, the Stoat card starts talking to the viewer of the trailer and gives the code for this safe. And I wonder if it works. It doesn't appear to, or else I misremembered. I did not write it down. Bring it here. Bring it there. You've got hands, huh? Now sit back down. Let me explain something to you. That was one of the 2 mistakes you can make here. If you make another, I must sacrifice you. Now, where were we? Well, if we go to the right, there's a campfire, and I think we might not be able to get away from the campfire without being at a second time, so let's go left. There's a pack over there. There's a sparrow. There's a porcupine. Those mushrooms didn't happen last time, right? The last time I flipped cards over? Oh, I haven't seen this one yet. The stalwart snapper, a near impenetrable defense. I think I want another sparrow. Let's go see what's in the pack. A gust from this may lift your creatures into the air, if only for a turn. Choose one. Another squirrel in a jar. I think we have flyers. I don't think we have anything big enough that makes me think this is a terrific play. Let's take the squirrel in the jar. Huh. Black goat. Its bleeding yields 3 blood, if you can ignore the bleeding. Oh, that's fun. It's a homonym. Sure. I really sort of would rather not take the pliers again. And if I'm gonna... Oh, I guess I don't need to sacrifice anything for the squirrel, but I do need to sacrifice something for the goat. I guess that's the thing. How many times are you allowed to use the pliers? Is there a canon number of teeth that your character has? That's a good question. I don't know the answer to it. Like, I guess I'll take this. Feeling overburdened enough with the full 3 items, you carried on. All right. The trees seemed to close in around you as a chill mist descended. In the distance, you could hear the clinking of metal on stone, growing ever louder, causing you to turn down the volume in your hardware even more. A hobbled figure stood in your path. Hee-ha-ha! 'Twas the prospector. You're gonna play Pack Mule Sprinter. At the end of the owner's turn, a card bearing this sigil will move in the direction inscribed in the sigil. So the Pack Mule's just gonna come down and then just keep moving right. It skips over the coyote, probably. So it'll move to the third. Let's just hit the buttons and see how that plays out. I guess we play a squirrel and throw the porcupine down? Once a card bearing this sigil is struck, the striker is then dealt a single damage point. Okay, so that is what I thought it was. Let's throw out the squirrel. And use the squirrel to summon the porcupine. I summon a porcupine. This DM is really serious about atmosphere building, right? I've never played Magic with a DM quite this LARP happy. But I'm not opposed to it. A thorny rebuke. Okay. Good. If I sacrifice the black goat, does that give me enough to play both of these at once? Or does it just... Or does the blood drain after I play a single thing? Let's find out. He's doing the prospector again. Easy boss, the mule's key. Okay. Nice to know. I have to use both of these, huh? Yeah. So let's play the squirrel. Kill the squirrel to play the goat. Kill the goats. Play the river snapper and the sparrow. No, it doesn't work that way. I thought it might work that way, but it doesn't. This is currently a fine thing to do, I think. Let's lock that in. Let's grab a squirrel. Put the squirrel down there. And sacrifice the squirrel so we can play the stoats. Okay. Because the stoat will be able to hit the pack mule. Huh, it's laying on something, huh? That's a mouse trap? No, it's not a mouse trap. Because it's got rope going, like, around both of the, like, vertices. Just a letter, maybe? That's wild. We'll figure out what the fuck happens with that here in a second. Okay. Let's pull a new squirrel. Okay, so the snapper's gonna kill the pack mule here in a second. Get rid of the squirrel to play the sparrow. I feel like you die if you... I feel like you die if you die is the only thing. It's not... Listen, it's fine. We bopped the mule. It is a letter. Oh, we get a whole new sheaf of cards. Dagnabbit, my mule! Ow. Okay. We just got to pull... What does the board look like? We can put 2 squirrels down. We can put 2 squirrels down and then drop another river snap. Yeah, that's how we do this. And we're gonna take damage from the wolf, but that's reasonable. Or actually, we don't even need to do that. We can, because we can sacrifice the stoat as many times as we want. So let's get rid of the squirrel. And river snapper, and then we pull the same trick and put the sparrow out, I guess? Yes. Oh, I should have... I wasn't thinking. I should have saved the squirrel, actually. Oh, you have 2 candles, too. That's interesting to note. This isn't one-sided. Okay. I hope you didn't think it would be that easy. There's gold in them cards. No. Gold. I've struck gold. So, I presume I can't. I won't allow you to play a card before you draw anyone. Okay. I assume you kill the DM if their candles run out. That seems... My brain is about to use the word fair, and I know that's not correct. Let's take a fucking squirrel? The gold nuggets don't sacrifice, right? Yeah, you're out of space. There's no room for that card. So I have to wait for the wolf and the adder to kill the gold nuggets and then do something. Okay. Oh, and the bloodhound. Get him! A second squirrel. A secret squirrel. What do you do? Guardian, when an opposing creature is placed opposite to an empty space, the card bearing the sigil will move to that empty space. So, if I don't want the bloodhound to move, I would have to... Oh, okay, so if the gold nugget wasn't here, if I put down a creature here, the bloodhound would move to be in front of it. That's very flavorful. I enjoy that. Or I would if I wasn't, you know, terrified. How do I get out of this? I feel like I don't. Master, this is bad. Mark the squirrel to play the sparrow on top of here. The bloodhound can't get over there. And if I put the squirrel down, it's just gonna get killed. I might as well keep it around for a resource. Let's see how this goes. 1 damage. Oh, an adder is a snake. I didn't realize that's what that meant. It's a type of snake, yeah. Well... I guess we're gonna do the same thing. And yep, that's the end of that. More gold for me. Hands. I'm being drug out of the cabin. You aren't dead yet. This isn't purgatory. Though you may think of it that way. Before you expire, I must ask you a favor. I'd like a memento. Your very own death card. It's quite plain at the moment, isn't it? We will work together to amend that. I want this to be the perfect memento of you. Here are some cards from your mediocre deck. We can put them to good use. Choose a card to draw the cost from. I guess one? The cost of 1 blood from the sparrow. And another. This time I'll use the power and health, the numbers. Do I want to have an unassailable Donkus? I have an unassailable Donkus in real life. If this is meant to be a perfect memento of me, just a massive booty. 2 power and 6 health from the river snapper. Now choose a card from which we will extract the sigils. Flight or bite back? Flight or bite back? Let's go with bite back. Bite back's gonna actually combo really well with the massive donk. A sigil of sharp quills from the porcupine. I never did ask you your name. Oh, you want me to type something in here, huh? Let's try that. Now there is but one final matter. The portraits. Are you ready? You do not need to smile. Oh no, now you're the main character. I think it was the main character this whole time. Here we go again. Another challenger. Perhaps it is time. Perhaps you can understand bones. I don't know what you want me to understand about bones. I have them in my body and face. The resourceful opossum costs 2 bones. Ah, bones versus blood. You can gain a bone when one of your creatures perishes for any reason. I'm a possum. While I'm glad that you're a possum, I'm also glad that you are not this opossum, because this opossum is going to get just murdered. Hey, Stoat. Ah, you're sleeping again because your eyes are closed. Let's throw out a squirrel. And... Rattler. From the death of your creature, you've gained a bone. You will not lose this until it is spent, or the battle ends. Okay. Oh, the Stoat doesn't have the infinite murder thing anymore. Okay. We could crack the squirrel bottle and get the wolf out there, which would get a lot of damage in early and then get murdered by the rattler immediately. Although, actually, if we do that, we can play the opossum, too. Yes? Yes. That thing I said. Hey, Soap, sorry, I'm gonna have to wake you up. I was asleep? Again? Oh. And I'm just gonna set you out there to deal some stuff. And play the opossum and ding the bell. I have a completely empty hand. So I guess we take a squirrel. We're staying ahead because we're dealing one more damage than they're dealing to us. Oh, that was it. I'm gonna have to get better at reading that, aren't I? Oh. I forgot your figurine. Get up and fetch it for me. It's beside the safe. The safe, which is moving now. That is, disconcerting. Okay. Oh, that's the rule book. I thought it was a chainsaw for a second. Let us continue. The meager coyote. But what did you expect for only 4 bones? A nefarious rattler, a brittle creature, once past its monstrous fangs. The unkillable cockroach. It returns to your hand after dying. It cost 4 bones to put it out, though. I guess. You know, you're free to get up again, to keep your blood flowing. I'm no tyrant. You may stand whenever the map is unrolled. It allows me time to plan your next encounter, but do keep your hands off of my possessions. I mean, I think I want to put my hands all over your possessions. Those are locked in. That's a badger holding a knife. Not a badger. I don't think it's a squirrel. I presume you're not just gonna... Yeah. Let me leave. Wolf in a cage. Alright, I can't step forward. Okay. Let's give you some stuff. A rock may get you out of a hard place. And then the air puff fan and another pliers. Graciously, we were given pliers already. Like a squirrel in a jar. I know exactly. Can't leave, can't touch the stuff. What can I fucking do? Let's move on. Bullfrog. I didn't have bullfrog before. Bullfrog may block an airborne creature. Good. And then all of this stuff. Coyotes. So let's do the thing. Let's put out a squirrel and then... Thank the squirrel for the bullfrog. No, I should leave the stump where it is because it's blocking... Yeah, okay. So we put the bullfrog here where it'll do some damage. It said 273 on that rule in red ink on the right side. Did it? Draw a card. I've drawn to cockroach. That was the wrong decision. I needed to play the... On the bullfrog's mighty leap rule. Let's, Lock 273. Yes. I tried to do it the other way around, is the problem. I tried 372 and that didn't work because I was misremembering it from the trailer. And I didn't notice this. What do I have that costs 1? Nothing really. Actually, if I put the squirrel out... No, that doesn't work, huh? I can put the squirrel out and it can die. Let's use our boulder. Why does the opossum have 2 sticks and the cockroach has 4 sticks? Those are bones, yes. So the blood that we've been using to sacrifice things drains, as it were, as soon as a creature is summoned. But the bones stick around until they're used up or until the end of the thing. So if we could kill something, which I guess we're going to, I guess we just put a squirrel out here to get absolutely danked out by this coyote. But that'll give us 2 bones and we can play an opossum. Can we just play another squirrel? Yeah. Then we do that, and then we can kill the squirrel and the bullfrog, because the bullfrog isn't doing a lot for us, certainly not more than a wolf. So that's our turn, I think. Let's pull another squirrel. Okay. And we have one more turn that's just clean and clear and under control. And then the coyote's gonna come for us. But I think we might win right here. Yeah. Got it. Got there. So let's do it the way that I should have done it. There's a card in here. Ow! Hello, I wasn't sure if you would ever escape. That iron crypt. Is the stoat around? The stunted wolf? This madness must end. Put that away. There's a key also. Oh, this is interesting. I can move these up and down. But not side to side. This is just like the room. The app or the story? Or the app or the movie? Or I guess the video game. No, the video game, the room is different and worse. Need to do 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if we do like this, we get a skink. I forgot that I had that there. Very well, you may add it to your deck, and I'll deal you one every so often. So, we need to deal... We need to deal 5 damage here to unlock whatever this is. And, okay, we can't move that up. The video game, but I bet I could figure out a way to compare it to the movie if you give me enough time. That's fair. It deals 3, 4 damage. These trade, so that's not enough. But if it's like this, then 3, 4, these trade, and then 1 damage? No, that only deals 2. Why does that only deal 2? No, that does yet less. I can't move it down either, so it's on my side. So this is the... let's back out and try to think about that a little bit more later. Beehive. The Venerable Alpha, which is a real concept that was actually made by real scientists and not something exactly one dickhead made up based on bad observational skills or anything. Like, fuck. Its courage emboldens the creatures that stand beside it. It me, why did you give me a mean hat? I don't wear a mean hat. I have to take my own card, right? But let's see what the third one is. Oh, you don't say. The Tragic Rat King. When their tangled bodies become corpses, you will gain 4 bones. I really just want to... I gotta huff my own brand, which is a thing people say. Gotta huff my own brand. Jesus Christ, how horrifying. Listen. Sacrifices must be made. Sometimes you kill a rat king and get 4 bones. It's perfectly fine. It's 10 o'clock, and some stuff is occurring. We're gonna go to the break real quick. I can shift out of that, right? Yeah. We're gonna go to the break. Before we do that, we would like to take this opportunity to remind you that Black Lives Matter, that Indigenous lives and lands matter, and that the lives of people of color matter. That protests are ongoing in this country and across the wider world as Black Americans fight for basic human rights and decency, and the ability to live without fear of people who claim to be law keepers and deeply are not. We have some links that we would like for you to look at under the donate command, our organizations that are helping people on the ground right now. The Bail Fund Network is helping to keep protesters and other unjustly arrested is the word I wanted. I apologize. Other unjustly arrested people out of jail. The Okra Project and the Black Trans Travel Fund get food and transportation to Black, trans, and non-binary people. And the Black Hills Legal Defense Fund is part of the Land Back movement. This is for the Lakota people who are fighting to gain back their land, the six grandfathers, which was stolen as every inch of this country was stolen. Renamed to Mount Rushmore, and had white guys with faces blown into it with dynamite. That link goes to the legal fund for that battle. But as I said, every inch of this country is stolen, and if you think you can do more good giving to a local organization, do a little bit of searching. I can almost guarantee you will find something. We have a second command, which is action. These are things that you can do to be of help right now. Relief for Hurricane Ida, petition to designate Haiti for temporary protected status to help people fleeing violence in Haiti to be allowed to stay in the country, to stay here in America. A pathway to citizenship, which is looking to get people who have immigrated a pathway to real documented citizenship with all the rights and responsibilities that comes with. And the ACLU Racism and Policing Correspondence Course, a wonderful 4-week email correspondence course that lays some groundwork about the police force in America, how it began, why is it bad, what alternatives exist. I very much recommend it. It's a very well put together class. These are places that we think are good starting points, but as I said, do your own research. Sign up for newsletters and mailing lists. Find some way to give your energy to the civil rights movement, because creating a better world for everybody is everybody's responsibility. It is everybody's fight. And we have to battle white supremacy wherever we find it, globally, locally, and within ourselves. I'm going to stand up and calm down just a little bit. I'm going to get some water. I suggest that you too stand up, stretch your legs, get some water, do whatever self-care is important to you. And we will catch you back here after the ad break in about 3 to 5 minutes. Please join us then. Egga degga. Hey, I'm back, everybody. How's it going? How's everyone feeling about this one? I can feel it creeping on me just a little bit, but overall, I like this game a lot. It is super fucking stylish. They put some time into this one. And wow, it shows. I also probably having the backing of Devolver Digital means that you can probably throw a little bit of money around. Hey, buy yourself some time and energy. Let's jump back into it. We had this button. Yeah. And just gonna wait for that to show up. There it is. We just got a bunch of stuff, right? I mean, we did, but we have the pliers now. Hmm. I want to put the bullfrog's, interceptor onto something. Choice is yours. Oh, what does Stinkbug do? Stinky, the creature opposing a card bearing this sigil, loses 1 power. Okay. Yeah, I think I want to take the bullfrog. The bullfrog's intercept ability, and... put it on the Stoat. Stoat seems to want to go. Yeah. Sure. Let's empower you. Yeah, alright. Oh, I didn't notice this sort of horrible bird visage over here on the right, and I'm glad I didn't notice the horrible bird visage over on the right, because otherwise I would have felt like I had to go to it and found out what that meant. In the meantime, let's have a scrap. You again? Indeed. Our friendship freed me. Oh, our friend freed me. Well, I basically told them how to do it. You got a plan? We have. Another friend here. You've got to be... I wouldn't call him a friend, but... I suppose we are in deep this time. Oh, and then me. I can fight a fucking coyote. See if I won't. Put a squirrel down and summon myself. My brain just threw up the question, what happens if I choose to sacrifice my own card? I do not wish to know the answer to that question just yet. Let us end the turn. How much damage does this stink bug have? Rather a lot? Yeah. So here's what we'll do. We'll pull a squirrel, and then we'll take the squirrel, and we'll sacrifice the squirrel to play... What is... Get out of there. What do you do? Creatures adjacent to a card bearing the sigil gain 1 power. Okay, but that's not something that matters just now. Yes, we will put the stoat down there. Total misplay. I don't think I need your bullshit right now, Stoat. And we've killed 2 things, which means we can play the stink bug here. And that means it'll knock the coyote out. Let's just pull whatever this is. Oh, it's the skink. What does the skink do? Loose tail. When a card bearing this sigil would be struck, a tail is created in its place, and a card bearing this sigil moves to the right. Oh, is that why the... Is that why that puzzle that we tried to do worked out differently? Because it was... Because the thing was moving to the right? Is that why the, Is that why the math wasn't working out the way I wanted it to? That might be it. I'll have to go, look at that here in a second. I guess you would want to put a skink on the far left. I mean, I could play the skink, but I'd have to sacrifice something that I don't want to sacrifice, so we're just gonna go. I think I went off this anyway. How brutal of you. You dealt me more damage than you needed to win. However, in my game, such feats are rewarded. To be precise, a tooth to keep for each extra damage dealt. Oh! Oh, these have all been gold teeth this whole entire time, huh? So I guess, this answers the question of how many teeth we canonically have. Yeah, I think they're supposed to be gold, it's just the light. The trapper may be interested in your spoils. Oh, that's what this is. It's the, it's a bear trap. I was wondering what that sigil looked like. You were stopped along the way by a trapper looking to liquidate his pelts. There was something uncanny about his appearance, but you were quickly distracted by his wares. Care to look at me pelts? No, that's not it. Take a pelt, free of charge. See the quality. I was right when I said that choosing this voice was going to destroy my throat. It's fine, I have water and flat soda, these are the two things. But... You're leaving already? Oh, no, I didn't mean to. Please, consider my pelts. Well, I've just got the one... Yeah, I've just got the one tooth, Rob. Thanks for your business. The man assured you of the value of the pelts. They appear to be useless in a fight, but he mentioned the trader further down the path would reward you for them. Can we keep the trapper, or do we need a specific device for that? Can we keep the trapper? The trapper keeper is what we would need. Yeah. I think my good friend Lisa Frank might have some of those lying around. Do I want to do another one of these? I don't think I do. I think let's try and not get one of our creatures eaten. A group of starving survivors stood around a dying campfire. The warmth will enhance its power. Okay. No way. Oh. I like the opossum. Let's... The power of the opossum was enhanced by the warmth. It's also pretty easy to, like, pay for opossum, so... As one of the survivors began pulling a knife from their pocket, you withdrew. Is this Lisa Frank's superhero origin story? No, it's my superhero origin story. That's why my name's on the card. Yeah, we play a squirrel. What are you... What's coming down this pike? Oh, another coyote that I can fight. Good. Murk the squirrel, get a bone, put myself in harm's way. Ding the bell. We need to take a squirrel. And in fact, I think we just put the squirrel out to get murked by the coyote. So the coyote won't deal damage, but we'll get a bone, which means we can put our embiggened possum out next time. And that'll kill that coyote, and then we'll figure out something else, presumably. What did the fire do to the opossum? It gave it one more attack power. It used to be 1/1. Now it's a 2/1. So the squirrel out. Just another coyote. So the squirrel out there. The opossum goes there. And this is good? No, I think this is bad. I think I did this wrong. I think I should have put the squirrel over here so that I can have 2 things to sacrifice next turn. Except I guess I don't have anything to... Yeah. I think I just keep playing squirrels until I can play the cockroach instead. It's going to keep me ahead of the game. Actually, if I can just keep doing that, I'll win in like 2 turns. That's not ideal, but it'll work. Yep. More squirrels for the mill. There we go. Squirrel mill. +1 bites, but also cozy. Cozy Bites, which is the name of my new comfort food restaurant. That is a good restaurant. Rattler costs 6 bones. The conniving raven, a blight upon the skies. Hey, listen. Ravens are pretty cool. And then a wolf, but we haven't had a wolf before. Why does this... Why does that go like that? Is that telling us that we already have one? That we don't have a rattler or a raven? God, that raven would fuck, though. Let's take the raven. So I feel really sure if we go to a campfire again, they're just gonna, like, eat something. All we have is a pair of pliers, so actually let's dig into a backpack. Black goat sounds good. Ah, piggy bank. Some bone tokens for rainy nights. Sure. And now we fight the prospector again. Okay, maybe you can fuck off. My boss battles are high-stakes tests of your aptitude. With one flame, you will either overcome them or die. Fear not, I will let you keep the smoke. The The incessant clank, clank, clanking reverberated between your ears. The path was blocked by a grotesque figure. So strange. Why can't I remember his name? I believe I lost some of my memory in the flash. Prospector boss again. The fuck does the smoke do? Oh, okay. This is why it's good to have. This is a bonus for getting here without dying. Because I can put this out for free. It doesn't have a cost. But when I sacrifice it, I just get hunted 4 bones. So that's good. The smoke gets you high. High in bones. Did that work? I don't think it did. Let's play a squirrel. Let's... murder the squirrel for the stoat. We could, the things don't go away. We could just put out the smoke, sacrifice, and then just have 5 bones to play with. We could put out the stink bug, like, immediately. And actually putting the stink bug in front of the coyote is, I think, a very useful thing to do right now. So let's do that. And... sacrifice the smoke to play the black goats. And then we have all of our bones, and we can put the stink bug out. This is a good plan. I enjoy this plan. Stink bug also enjoys the plan. Stink bug's gonna kill this coyote here in a second. Let's take this. Big money. Oh no, it's a possum. I think we just keep what we have. I think we just keep on with this. We kill the coyote, the stoat deals a damage to the pack mule, and then we pull something else cool out of the deck. A mole. I'm gonna grab this. What does the mole do? When an empty space would be struck, a card bearing this sigil will move to that space to receive the strike instead. Okay, so this is a wall. So when the stoat attacks right now, the mole's going to shift over to that. Yes. Then the adder comes down this way and... Ooh, no, the adder won't kill the stink bug because the stink bug will lower its attack by 1, so it actually won't have any attack. That's very good. Let's just hit the bell. Raven, there we go. That's good to have. This is worth sacrificing the goat for. Let's, I said this raven was gonna fuck. Let's fuck with the raven. Oh, the mole just went ahead and took 2, hey? Grab a squirrel? Yeah, this is the play, I think. Do I have 4? How many bones I have? Okay, good. That's a great way to let me know how many bones I have if it's in a weird pile. I can just click the button. I would prefer there to be some sort of UI overlay, but that would break the immersion that they want to use. That's a good way to do that if you don't want to have an overlay. But you should still have an overlay. Want to just put the cockroach out? Yeah, let's just put the cockroach out. Let's just sacrifice the cockroach. There's gold in them cards. Now this all gets turned into gold nuggets. Now I have so many bones. Oh, hit me. I think we just let this play out. Because that's gonna kill one of the, yeah. That's actually gonna kill two of those. But we can put, like, the possum and the cockroach out, like, immediately. And we can, in fact, kill the wolf if we put the possum out. Yeah, here we go. Oh, you're wanting me to draw a card. For our future health, let's draw a squirrel right now, but here's the plan. We're gonna throw this possum out here. And then we're gonna drop this squirrel. And we're gonna murder this squirrel so that I can be out here. Because I can stand up to a bloodhound. I've done it before. Yeah, this is a good play. Let's pull another good card. Oh, hey, it's the rabbit pelt. This is nothing. Deal 2 damage to the pack mule. Pack mule tries to move to the right but can't. Oh, so it moves to the left instead, I guess. We just have to put out something. We have more than 4 bones, right? Yeah, we have more than 4 bones. Let's take our last good card, I guess. And throw out the cockroach, and that's gonna attack the adder and kill the adder outright, and then I'm just gonna deal damage. Allow me to light your candles once more. I won't be killing you quite yet. You're the first in a while to overcome a boss. As a reward, you're granted the opportunity to select a rare card. Choose carefully. I have no words for this freak of nature. The long elk. The long elk. The stalwart moleman, the ultimate in defense. The poor abandoned child. It doesn't die when sacrificed, but do you have the heart to try? It's like a... So what the fuck? Okay, I've chosen the long elk. I guess I was always going to choose the long elk, but I've chosen the long elk. Long chili isn't real, it can't hurt you. With the sound of the prospector's pickaxe still ringing in your ears, you carried onward. Huh. The rank smell of rotten mold permeated the humid air. Every step forward was answered by some nearby slip or slither. You tread cautiously into the wetlands. That's where those ponies are from, I think. Excuse me, I just need to stretch my whole legs. Beehive squirrel. Still, about to say I can't do anything with the clock, but I can do stuff with the clock. I just don't know what. Can we figure out what this does now? So the skink, when the skink's attacked, it moves to the right, which blocks the... which blocks the 3-2. Yeah, that's even worse. So I'm correct. That's what's happening when the skinks get hit. They soak the damage and move to the right. So I need to... like, this is the only thing that's going to... this is the only thing that's going to deal enough damage to make this go. I actually don't think I can solve this right now. Yeah, I think I need some sort of... I think I need some sort of tool to make this go in my favor. I'm gonna leave this alone. Can I look at anything down here? Not really. I don't know about ponies, but North Carolina has a horse island. Is it a good horse island? Or is it a bad horse island where the bad horses live? Like Australia, but for horses. When you encountered a small... that's not a fair thing to say. Australia seems like a perfectly fine place. I'll probably never go there in my life. I shouldn't talk shit about it. You encountered a small, like, not even historically. I felt bad about that immediately. You encountered a small outpost in the woods, tended by a mysterious woman. It was the trader that the old trapper had mentioned. Her appearance was unsettling, but you were mollified by her offerings. You mind if I examine those pelts of yours? Let's start with your hair pelts. Here's what I can offer. I can trade you any of these. Just take your time. We could just get a black goat to keep in our fucking, to keep in our fucking deck. That'd be sort of dope. On the other hand, I see a beehive. And my brain really wants to take the beehive to see if I can make squirrel beehive happen and see what happens if I do that. There's like a lot of really interesting cards here, but I do... what does beehive do? Bees within. You don't say. Once a card bearing this sigil is struck, a bee is created in your hand. A bee is defined as 1 power, 1 health, airborne. Is squirrel beehive something I'm not familiar with? I'll show you when I've chosen beehive, but there's something on the... pardon me, there's something on the wall behind me. These pelts are most excellent. My thanks. So if I stand up over here, you can see there's there's this painting. It was different before when we were walking around, before we got our picture taken. This was a different painting. It looks like this now. And so my brain, being the thing it is, wants to say, what happens if I put a beehive down here and a squirrel over here? What happens if I achieve this? They're descended from escaped Spanish horses, the horses on North Carolina Horse Island. I tried finding a horse island in Nebraska, but I could only find a White Horse Tavern in Grand Island, Nebraska. Well, that's almost the same thing. We want to... let's dig in the pack. We still have those pliers. Let's pull an emergency squirrel. Yeah. What are these? These are bees. They fly. I need to make it not that. Oh, I still have the piggy bank full of bone tokens. I think there's nothing to do but put out a squirrel? Yeah, we're just gonna use our bonus squirrel immediately. Then we'll murk both of those to put out a wolf. And then that gives us enough bones to put out the stink bug. The bees are gonna come in, they're gonna hit me for 1. Another squirrel? Just put it out. 'Cause teen steam. You know, team steam? Gotta let it out. Oh, hey. Did I neglect to mention overkill damage? It seems like you did, especially since it's something that might help me. It seems like that's something you would have forgotten to mention. One more time. Excess damage is not wasted. It carries over to the card behind the mangled corpse of the victim. Lucky for you. Let's just pull this. The long elk. Oh, you didn't have your head before. We were still getting to the head of the long elk previously. It was the neck that we were seeing, but now you have a head. Boy, howdy. You sure do have a head, long elk. I think I just attack and win. Good. What's next? More terrible bullshit, you say? The watchful bullfrog leaps in the way of attacking flyers. And then there's an adder over here. Y'all have met the adder. And then the raven. This guy fucks. Let's take the adder. We don't have anything with death touch yet. Long elk should quit while it's ahead. Well, that's the thing. It's not just a head. It's got neck. Boy, howdy. Boy, howdy, does it have neck. Do we want to sacrifice something, or do we want to try to embiggen something? Well, so you remember last time I said that if I had seen the weird bird sigil, I would have gone over there just to see what the weird bird sigil was. There's another weird bird sigil, so let's go power up a card and then see how the bird sigil goes. The warm light of a campfire was a welcome sight, though the 10 hungry eyes around it dampened the greeting. Pick something else. Do what you must. Cockroach. Yeah, see, Long Elk was, I wonder if Long Elk's picture is different based on where it is on the board. That would be interesting. Let's go with a skink. The survivors were right about the flames. Spotting a few of the survivors drooling, you made a hasty retreat with your skink. Okay. Oh, it's a one of these battles. I don't think I paid attention to that the first time. Stink bug and beehive both have these weird ghost pictures on them. That's interesting. Were they there the whole time? My brain wants to say no. So what does your thing do here? Whenever an empty space, it gives cards burrower, like this bullfrog. Okay. Let's put a squirrel out. Let's murder the squirrel to put myself out. And I think that's everything that can be done currently. Oh no, that's the bone thing. I could actually bring the stink bug out, but I don't want to. Ah, get one, deal one. Talk shit, get hit. Throw a swirl out. What do you have coming down the pipe? You have 2 adders, but that sort of doesn't matter. Oh no, it does matter, because when I attack, I'll kill the bullfrog, and then the adder will come down next turn. Squirrel? Definitely put down a squirrel. Yeah, definitely put down a squirrel and then kill the squirrel to make the beehive. Oh, beehive. Oh, I'm gonna die. Uh-oh. It's gonna kill the adder too, but... Oh no, because I dealed extra damage, so it went back and killed the puff adder. Good. B is free. B is free for you and me. Let's take a big card. And it is quite a big card, because it's a whole wolf. Just gonna attack the bee and die. And I don't want that. So, yeah, let's put the bee out, and then next turn we can pull a squirrel, kill both of those things. Put the wolf out and kill the adder. What's this coming down the way? A rattler. That's fine. Or no, I think I win here, actually. Yep. Don't know what this is, either. You must make a different kind of choice now. Choose not a specific beast, but decide the cost that you wish to pay. 1 blood. 2 bloods. Or some amount of bone. Let's take a bone card. We've received Reginald. Reginald has Death Touch. And 3 defense. A random card with a cost of bone. What were you expecting? Not Reginald. You came across some familiar stones, but there was something different. You intuited that the fate of the creature selected for this would not be pleasant. Stop. Raven, bee, long elk, wolf, possum. Well, we just got Reginald to fill in our death touch space, so let's sacrifice the adder. You callously slaughtered the adder. However, the Bone Lord was pleased by your sacrifice. A minor boon of the Bone Lord. You will start each battle with 1 extra bone. You shook off the viscera of the poor adder and carried onwards. It looks like we're getting up on a boss. There's a big empty space right there. And I can't say as I enjoy that, but hey, here we go. Free bone. Everything we have costs bone, nothing costs. Okay. We want to keep the stump around. So we can break our piggy bank, which actually, yes, that's the exact thing we should do. To put out the stink bug, and that's gonna kill the coyote. And what does the whale tail do? Waterborne. A card bearing the sigil submerges itself during its opponent's turn. While submerged, opposing creatures attack its owner directly. Okay, so I can't... So this doesn't block. But it also can't be blocked. Okay. Well then, since that has 0 danger, let's throw out the opossum then. See how that goes. Let's go with you. Let's go with you, wolf. Do we kill the opossum to play the wolf? I think we do. I think that's a better play. No, I wasn't gonna murder you, buddy. You're doing a good job keeping that coyote at bay. Just calm down a little bit. It's fine. We could play Reginald too, I guess. It would... Reggie would kill the stump immediately. Which would just leave that lane open. Yeah, I guess. That's just a little more damage. Let's just put it out there. Oh. Got to it. Don't even worry about it. We're gonna get up to this boss, and win or lose, that'll be the end of the stream. It'll probably be lose, be honest with you. New things, you know. The fervid mantis, its prying claws strike both to the left and to the right. Ah, the elusive otter. It submerges itself during my turn. The bullfrog again. Oh man, look out. Here comes that frog. What do we want to take? Does it not attack forward? Yeah, it doesn't appear to attack forward, it just attacks to the left and right. Which means that if I can put it in a space without anything opposing it, that's just free damage on other stuff. Let's try that. And I'll tell you what, let's go in here and let's embiggen that. Oh, this isn't that. This enhances its health. We haven't seen this before. I could just keep making my booty big. I could just make my booty bigger still. I think I don't want that. Let's go with pos. Let's go with pos. The fire warmed the weary opossum and enhanced its health. You suspected the intentions of the survivors were less than pure. With your opossum in tow, you retreated into the woods. Some sort of fisher person, if I had to guess. A foul smell invaded your nostrils and caused your throat to seize. A hulking man sat by a brackish pond with his feet submerged in the dark water. He pulled a hook from a pile of rotting fish and rose to his feet. I'm the angler. Go fish. The angler? Mind his hook. Play a squirrel or something when he aims it. That'll protect your best cards. Okay. Do I have anything that can capture? I don't think so. I have smoke. Actually, we can play the smoke and then just go ahead and play a fucking raven. We can just put that fuck bird out there. Let's put that fuck bird out there. And then now that we have a bunch of bones, let's just go ahead and play Stinkbug too. I should have put Stinkbug in front of Kingfisher. Oh, that was a bad plan I've done. Whoops, okay. Which fish? Hard choose. Uh-oh. Well... Ah, okay, that's what that means. Brush your fish. Easy choose. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and let you murder that squirrel real quick. Yep. Go fish. 3 bait buckets. I can play a skink. I think I don't want to play a skink. In fact, I think the exact thing I want to do is kill this squirrel so that I can play a mantis in its place. So because the bait bucket's here blocking the way, it'll just hit to the left and right, but can't be attacked unless something else happens, I guess. Okay, so that's what the bait bucket does. Hey, it turns out when you throw the bait bucket away, the sharks come to try and get it. That's a 3-2. It would be a 4-2 if Stinkbug weren't here. Oh no. This is not ideal. I can win? I can win, I think. If I play a squirrel and then murder that squirrel to play a skink. Yeah, this just happens, because Raven's gonna fly right over and deal 2. Mantis is gonna deal 1 to each side, so that's 2. Stink is gonna deal 2 in front of it. So I'm gonna overkill the hell out of this, actually. Let me relight your candles. Very well. You may choose a rare card. A strange larva. A largely unimpressive specimen. But it turns into something bigger. If it can survive a turn. Uriuli. This level of brutish strength needs no explanation. But it does need 4 fucking blood. Jesus Christ. I don't know, maybe I want to fucking play a Yargle. And another Molman. It is a 7/7 for 4. We need a black goat in our deck for that to, like, go, I think. But I really want to see what the strange larva turns into. You considered one of the angler's catches as a meal, but the rank odor deterred you. Dinner would have to wait. Let me see. A frigid gust of wind billowed unwelcome into your lungs. The beauty of the fallen snow failed to distract you from the chill in your bones. You had ascended to the snow line. So I said we were gonna quit after the boss fight, and I did mean it. I just wanna... That still says beehive squirrel. That all looks the same. I'll think about skinks later, I think. That squirrel still has a knife. So I'm gonna quit. I'm actually gonna quit as an experience. It's just saved, so let's go out to the start screen. It says I have 9 somethings. New game, continue, options, credits, and quit. Okay, so we're gonna quit. I was kind of wondering if something would pop up, but nothing's gonna pop up. Okay, let's head to the outro screen. Hey everybody, it's here. I'm glad there's not a screamer. Thank you all so much for joining me. This thing's fucking great. I'm Kristi, one of 5 women who stream on this channel, along with my wife Katie and her sisters Annie and Alice and Zoo. We stream 6 days a week here on this channel. So if you wanted to interact with the follow button in some way, you can get notified when we go live and check out all the cool things that are happening. Let me run down the schedule for you so that you know what we're getting into. You can find that at schedule.truck.community, along with the schedules of the remainder of our stream team. Let's look at it because I don't know what I'm looking at right now. Today was Monday, so tomorrow is Tuesday. Annie is going to be playing, is probably going to be finishing Little Nightmares Secrets of the Maw. And is she going to move on to Little Nightmares 2 immediately after that or not? Because I think it might not take up the whole usual stream time. Probably we'll move on to Secrets of the Maw. Or move on to Little Nightmares 2 if Secrets of the Maw finishes. Okay. So that will be Tuesday. Little Nightmares, by the way, is another great game. And another great horror game. And if you want to, like, watch more of that, this is a good one to do. Wednesday. That's Tuesday. Wednesday, before our stream over on twitch.tv/badroad, Badroad is going to be playing more Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 2. The sequel to the original Soul Reaver, and also the sequel to Blood Omen 2, is the Kain timeline's weird. And let me tell you, Soul Reaver 2 ain't making it any cleaner. It seems like a really good game, though. Moving at our usual time and at our usual channel, right here, Zoo will be playing more Dark Souls. Did she have to skip last week? I can't think of what happened last week. I think she skipped. She's chosen to, oh no, she's gonna save Solaire, and, she went down to the Lost Izalith. She's gonna try to save Solaire and Zigmire. Hopefully that's something that can happen. Because there was a little bit of wonk with that quest line, Zigmire's quest line. So we'll see how that goes. Join her for that. Thursday, Alice and along with Mox will be playing Spiritfarer, a game about being a much nicer Charon than the Charon you might be familiar with from the stories. Hugging deer milfs. I'm told it's about more than that, but I haven't absorbed all of it. On Saturday, we don't stream, but over on twitch.tv/xenonfiber, someone will be playing Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. One of the subtitles understood MILFs. That's good. What about MILVs with a V? We'll see how that goes. On twitch.tv/xenonfiber, someone will be playing Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, considered by some to be the best of the Kingdom Hearts because it's coherent. Didn't go well. Okay. Please join us over there as we watch that wonderful thing. Sunday is our wildcard stream. We never know what it's going to be. We'll figure it out on the day like we usually do, but one or more of us play something. We just started World War Z Aftermath, so maybe it'll be more of that, or maybe we'll play board games, or maybe we'll find something else weird to do. And then next Monday, before my stream, Andy's on twitch.tv/andemonium will be playing more Death's Door, which he started today. It's a game about a crow, Grim Reaper, reaping grimly things that aren't crows. Did I do that right? I think I did that right. And then I'll be playing more Inscryption, because yes, I want to see what's down in this. I want to get down with this sickness. I want to figure out how the skink puzzle works. We'll figure all that out and more. And that's the schedule. You can find that again at schedule.truck.community, along with links to our friends who also do streaming, twitch.tv/xenonfiber, Badroad, Riz Plays Games, and Andemonium, all wonderful streamers worthy of your time and attention if you are looking for more people to follow. And if you just want to see more of us, we have a YouTube at youtube.truck.community. where our VODs go back for literally days. It's more like years. It's multiple years. We've been doing this a while now. If you want a quick binging experience, go watch the Hex. Go watch the streams I did of the Hex, because that was the precursor to this game, and it also was great, but a very different way. That's everything I need to say. I think that's everything I need to say. Thank you all so much for joining me. And until I see you next time, stay safe.